A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant escalation of tensions between the United States and China, Beijing has lodged a formal complaint with the World Trade Organization, WTO, accusing the U.S. of making unfounded and false allegations regarding its involvement in the fentanyl trade. This move comes just one day after President Donald Trump announced a 10% increase in tariffs on Chinese goods, a decision he claimed was aimed at combating the influx of illegal drugs into the U.S. China's filing argues that the U.S. measures are discriminatory and protectionist, asserting that they violate established world trade rules. However, the effectiveness of any potential remedy remains uncertain. This trade dispute surfaces amidst Trump's broader plans for tariffs, which he envisions imposing on all foreign shipments to the U.S., stirring anxiety throughout the global trade landscape. The rationale behind these tariffs, according to Trump, is to encourage American companies to produce goods domestically, as he has repeatedly expressed concern over the growing trade deficit. Nevertheless, his aggressive stance towards China has raised alarms about the potential repercussions for the U.S. economy, as businesses may delay investments or shift costs onto consumers in response to trade uncertainties. For instance, Sheartex, a Canadian tights manufacturer, announced that it would place 40% of its workforce on temporary layoff due to uncertainties surrounding tariffs. This situation highlights the tangible impacts of Trump's trade policies on businesses. As U.S. imports reached an all-time high in December, the value of goods brought into the country surged by 4% from November, totaling $293.1 billion. This spike contributed to the widest trade deficit seen in nearly 2 years, highlighting the complexities of the current trade dynamics. Political tensions have escalated as well, with China retaliating against Trump's tariff increases by imposing its own tariffs on U.S. products and launching an anti-monopoly investigation into Google. The swift action taken by China to file a complaint with the WTO signifies its readiness to engage in a protracted trade battle. Reports have also surfaced indicating that China's anti-monopoly regulator is considering an investigation into Apple's App Store policies, which has led to a dip in the company's shares. Trump's recent decisions, including the termination of duty-free treatment for parcels valued under $800, are viewed as a significant shock to certain firms, particularly those like Shine and Temu, which rely on ultra-low pricing strategies. Experts suggest that while these tariffs may pose challenges, the overall impact on the Chinese economy will likely be manageable. Mark Williams, chief China economist at Capital Economics, stated, "For the wider Chinese economy, this is definitely manageable." Under WTO rules, the U.S. and China have a 60-day window to resolve their dispute through consultations. If no resolution is reached, China has the option to request adjudication by a panel of judges. However, the WTO's ability to resolve such disputes is currently hindered, as the U.S. has not approved the appointment of new judges. This paralysis raises concerns about the efficacy of the WTO in handling trade disputes moving forward. The U.S. has previously ignored findings from the WTO that indicated earlier tariffs on steel and aluminum imposed during Trump's first term were against the organization's rules. Jeff Moon, a former assistant U.S. trade representative for China Affairs, anticipates that any initial WTO ruling will likely favor China's position. However, he cautions that these cases can take years to resolve, and the current appeals process is effectively stalled, suggesting that a final decision may never be rendered. China's trade dynamics remain complex, as it recorded the largest trade deficit with the U.S. in December, exporting $25.3 billion more than it imported. Meanwhile, the European Union, another target of Trump's tariff threats, reported the second-largest trade gap. In contrast, the U.S. enjoyed a modest surplus of $2.3 billion in goods trade with the UK. Overall, the U.S. trade deficit, including services, surged by 17% last year, reaching a staggering $918.4 billion as imports outpaced exports. The December trade deficit in goods and services hit $98.4 billion, marking the highest level since March 2022. As the trade war between the U.S. and China continues to unfold, the implications for global trade and economic stability remain uncertain. The ongoing disputes and retaliatory measures signal a challenging road ahead for both nations as they navigate the complexities of international trade relations. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, So hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.